They thought it was just a wolf until it walked straight through their bullets. Deep in the Utah desert, hidden beneath wide open skies and miles of rugged land, sits a place whispered about in hushed tones. A place where science, legend, and fear collide. Locals call it Skinwalker Ranch. To outsiders, it looks like any other stretch of quiet farmland, a remote property fenced off from the rest of the world. But those who know its history, those who've dared to step foot past the gates, swear that something beyond explanation lurks there. Something not entirely human. The story begins long before TV shows, long before ghost hunters and UFO enthusiasts arrived with cameras and gadgets. The land itself has a reputation that stretches back centuries. Tied to the Navajo people who lived in the region, they tell stories of skinwalkers, dark, shape-shifting witches with the power to turn into animals, to stalk their prey under the cover of night. The very soil of the ranch, they say, was cursed during an ancient conflict between tribes, marking it as a place where unnatural forces thrive. Some believe this curse explains the things people have seen there. Others think it's just a story. But the ranch has a way of making skeptics rethink everything they thought they knew. In the 1990s, a family bought the property, hoping for a quiet life raising cattle. What they got instead was a nightmare they couldn't escape. From the very first day, the strange activity began. Locks on the doors were ripped open, heavy iron stakes yanked out of the ground as if by invisible hands. Their cattle, massive, strong animals, were found mutilated in ways too precise for predators, with organs surgically removed, no blood left behind. And then there were the lights, glowing orbs that darted across the night sky, too fast, too erratic to be aircraft. Some hovered just beyond the tree line, pulsing with an unnatural glow as if watching. The family reported shadows that moved against the walls, whispers in the dark, and creatures with glowing eyes stalking the edges of the property. One of the most chilling encounters came when they claimed to see a wolf, larger than any normal animal, standing calmly near their cattle pen. The beast was massive, with fur so thick it seemed bulletproof. When they fired shots at it, the bullets did nothing but tear through its flesh without leaving a mark. The wolf simply walked away, fading into the distance as if unharmed. The family would never forget that sight, nor the realization that something on their land was beyond their control. Word of the ranch spread quickly, and soon it attracted the attention of scientists and investigators. Wealthy businessman Robert Bigelow, known for his interest in the paranormal, purchased the property. He brought in teams of researchers, scientists, and military consultants under the National Institute for Discovery Science, NIDS for short. Their mission: to find out once and for all what was happening at Skinwalker Ranch. They came with high-tech equipment, cameras, sensors, and plenty of skepticism, but the ranch didn't make it easy for them. The phenomena continued, but always just out of reach of proof. Cameras would fail the moment something appeared. Batteries drained instantly. Equipment malfunctioned in ways no one could explain. Still, the team witnessed things they couldn't deny. Glowing portals in the sky that seemed to open and close. Beasts with yellow eyes watching from the tree line before vanishing. Voices echoing from empty fields. Even the ground itself seemed alive, rumbling, shaking, as if something massive moved beneath the soil. One investigator described seeing a hole of light open in the night sky, like a doorway to another place. Through it, he swore he could see another world, another landscape glowing with eerie blue, and then it shut, leaving nothing but stars. Was it a hallucination? A trick of the mind? Or was Skinwalker Ranch a gateway to something far stranger than we can imagine? For years, the ranch became a testing ground for the unknown. Some suspected military involvement, theories about government experiments, secret aircraft, or weapons testing that created strange energy fields. Others were convinced the ranch was a hotspot for UFO activity, a beacon drawing alien visitors. And then there were those who clung to the old stories of the Navajo skinwalkers, witches and curses that refused to die. Every theory seemed possible, and none of them provided the full truth. Eventually, Bigelow sold the ranch, and it passed into new hands, owners who have kept the investigations alive. Today, Skinwalker Ranch is featured in television series, its mysteries dissected by scientists, researchers, and curious thrill seekers. But despite all the studies, all the evidence, the truth remains frustratingly out of reach. Cameras still capture strange lights streaking across the sky. Animals still vanish. And strange radiation spikes have been recorded that defy scientific explanation. Workers on the ranch report headaches, nausea, and mysterious burns after being near certain hot spots. And still, at night, the orbs float across the desert, blinking in and out of existence like eyes watching from another world. What makes Skinwalker Ranch so terrifying isn't just the strange lights or the mutilated cattle or the whispers of curses. It's the fact that the ranch seems to adapt, to resist being understood. Whatever intelligence is behind the phenomena seems to play with the people who investigate, giving them just enough to know it's real, but never enough to prove it. It's as if the ranch itself is alive, aware, and unwilling to give up its secrets. To this day, no one has an answer. Ask 10 different experts, and you'll get 10 different theories. Aliens, interdimensional portals, military technology, psychological warfare, or something darker that has no name. Yet the stories continue, the evidence keeps piling up, and the fascination grows. Skinwalker Ranch is no longer just a local legend. It's become one of the most infamous paranormal hotspots in the world. And here's the most unsettling part. If all of these things are happening in one small patch of Utah desert, how many other places out there are hiding the same secrets? How many ranches, forests, or neighborhoods carry the same curse, the same unexplained phenomena, just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves? Maybe Skinwalker Ranch is just the tip of the iceberg. Maybe it's a window into something much bigger, something we're not ready to face. Or maybe it's simply a cruel trick of the land, feeding on fear and belief, keeping us guessing forever. One thing is certain, whether you believe in curses, aliens, or shadows that move on their own, Skinwalker Ranch won't let go of its mysteries. And once you've heard the stories, once you've seen the evidence, it won't let go of you either.